Hey guys, it's Rosa here. I hope you're all having a really lovely day. I'm here today to share with you some of the bits that I have been making recently, some of the things I've been sewing. And I'm really excited to make this video because I've actually been working on some really pretty things, if I do say so myself. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about, I'm not going to go into too much detail with because I have spoken about it before, but I've been making baby clothes and I am obsessed. I just love it. They're such quick and easy projects that turn out so cute and gorgeous, and I cannot wait to be making some more for Christmas. So more on that coming soon. But I've made lots of baby clothes. I'll insert some pictures here so you can see some of the things I've been making. So that's been a real pleasure. I've just absolutely loved it. So I'm hoping that they like them and they'd like me to make some more because I absolutely love doing it. I've used the Patterns for Pirates patterns. So it's the teeny beanie pattern for the little hats, and there's 3 different variations. There's the one which is plain, there's one with 2 little ears, and there's one with like a little point and you knot the top, which is my favourite one. I just think they're so cute. The wee lap tee is the little top which has the lapped neckline, so you can easily put it over the baby's head when they're really tiny and they can't support their own heads. And then the little trousers are the petite pegs. So they're all patterns, they're all free from Patterns for Pirates. I will leave links to all of them down below so you can check them out. And the fabrics that I use, again, I will try and link them down below if they're still available, but they're all from Stof and Stil. And I would highly recommend the Stof and Stil jerseys. They're just beautiful quality. Yeah, I love them. So 2 thumbs up for them. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is another gift which I made for my friends Mr. and Mrs. Brennan, who got married a few weeks ago, probably about 6 weeks ago now, which is crazy. So I made them a patchwork cushion, and I spoke lots about this in my plans video. I used John Lewis fabrics, and one of them was really similar to their wedding invitations, which I thought was a nice little touch. And it turned out really nicely, actually. I embroidered Mr. and Mrs. Brennan with their wedding date on there. I just did that using a really simple back stitch, and I free-handed the writing on it, and I'm very into handwriting, so actually it suited me quite well because I'm a primary school teacher. We do a lot of handwriting, so for me it was like handwriting practice. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy small amounts of embroidery. I don't do a huge amount, but for me that was just the right amount. I could sit and watch a movie. It was lovely. So yeah, I was really pleased with how that cushion came out. And Whim Wham buttons very kindly sent me some of their absolutely beautiful buttons. And I have 12 of them. And I was going to be making a shirt dress. And then when I was making that cushion, I've got them wrapped up very nicely here. When I was making that cushion, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I just had to give them some. It just looks so beautiful. I'll put a picture in again here so you can see. And I used the buttons on the back. So I've got these ones left. And in my plans video, I'll be talking about my plans for them, funnily enough. I'll show you them a little bit more close up because they really are beautiful. And they're kind of iridescent. And at the back it says, at Whim Wham Buttons, we pride ourselves on our craftsmanship, made using fine bone china. All of our buttons are handcrafted at our home in Stoke-on-Trent, the heart of the potteries, made by us for you. So yeah, that was very, very lovely. And they're gorgeous buttons. So I'm going to be thinking about what to do with the rest of these. So I've also been making myself some nice things. The weather here has well and truly turned. So I'm dressed very warmly. In fact, I'm wearing all wool today. I'm a big wool fan when it's cold. This cardigan, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen because I got very excited. It's just a second-hand cardigan that I ordered on eBay. It's a Laura Ashley one from, I'm guessing, the 80s. I could be wrong there, but anyway, I love the colour. I'm a big red fan. I think it suits people with red hair. So I got my little red second-hand cardigan, and my skirt, can you see it like this, is this little tartan woolen kilt type skirt which I made. It's a Simplicity pattern that I made probably was it last year, I think, and I get a lot of wear out of it. It's just so warm and cozy. I fully lined it. I'll leave a link to the pattern again down below if you'd like to make one too. So what was I saying? So I was saying I have made myself some things, not the things I'm wearing, but actually this morning Josh very, very kindly helped me take some photographs of the things that I've been making because I hadn't done that for so long, and I was like, oh God, I just, the evenings are drawing in. There's like hardly any daylight anymore in which I'm not working. So very nicely this morning he took some pictures for me, so I'll insert them here or here. If you wonder why I'm looking down, I've got the list here on my computer of the things I wanted to talk to you about. So the first thing is actually one of my absolute favourite makes ever. It's a really simple thing. It's a Liberty print jersey Freyja top by Tilly and the Buttons. So from her amazing book Stretch, which I'm sure you've heard a million things about and you probably have it. It's a great book if you've not got it. But the Freyja top is my new favourite polo neck pattern for a fitted one. It's gorgeous. So I made it just out of 1 meter of Liberty jersey. I managed to get it out, which was really good because it was very, very wide. I ordered this jersey from, oh God, I can't remember the name of the shop, but I will link it down below if you'd like to get some. It was, I think, £17.99 per metre. But I only needed 1 metre, and actually I can tell it's extremely high quality jersey. It's going to last a really, really long time. So I'm obsessed with that top. I wear it underneath my Nina Lee Q dress, which is how you can see it photographed here, which I think I made last winter or the one before in a green needle cord. Highly recommend the Q dress as well. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, those two go really nicely together. I'm very pleased. Yeah, and the polo neck is my first make. The next thing I wanted to talk about is a little bit crazy, and I'm quite in love with it. So I'll talk to you a little bit about it. So it's this paisley dress. So this is a Freyja dress. So it's exactly the same pattern for the top part of the dress as the top which you just saw. So you can see it's got the little narrow neckline, which is really cute, little polo neck, and long sleeves, very warm and cozy. And I made this out of a really nice cozy cotton. So I made this dress for the Instagram sewing challenge, which is called the Stitched with a Twist challenge. And I've got it here on my phone, and it says it's a sewing challenge hosted by Chantal from I Seem So Happy and Lou from Oh Liverpool Lou. And actually Chantal sent me a really nice message, and she asked if I would like to be part of the challenge, which I said yes, of course, because I'm a big fan of stitching things with a twist. As you guys probably know if you've been watching my videos for a while, I love a pattern hack. I love to change things up and use my patterns in new ways so I can get the best use out of them, the best value for money, and also, if I'm honest, I'm a bit lazy, and if I find a pattern that fits me, I'm gonna hack that pattern into as many different things as possible. And the Freyja top is one of them. That top just fits me perfectly as a size 3 straight out the packet. Yeah, so I love it. So I decided, right, I'm going to make this into one of a very, at the moment, very on trend, sort of midi length prairie type dresses. So to do this, I got the Colette Moneta dress, which I've put here. I took the skirt portion and added that onto the bottom of the top. I actually cropped the top, and I actually cropped it a bit too much. So you may notice I had to add in a little panel there, like a little waistband, but never mind. So I cropped the top, and then I attached the Moneta skirt. And then at the bottom, I wanted it to be even more frilly. So I took all the fabric I had left, gathered it up, and then attached that at the bottom as like an extra frill. So I am super pleased with my my dress. I have to say, it does look quite crazy 1970s, almost borders on like a fancy dress costume, but that doesn't bother me. I'm very aware this dress will be quite polarizing. I'm sure lots of people won't love it, but I do really love it, and it's very warm and cozy and perfect for the autumn and the winter. I can wear it with tights, wear it with a nice cardigan, yeah, or even a jumper over the top. I think that would be really nice, nice piece to wear. So I'm really pleased with that, and it is a really fun challenge. So again, I will leave a link to I Seem So Happy and Oh Liverpool Lou's Instagram below if you want to follow along. The deadline for that is November the 24th. So, and they've got some really lovely prizes and some amazing sponsors. So when I post mine, which I'll probably be today, I'll link all the sponsors as well. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, coincidentally, I do have Instagram. So my handle is rosabella.angelica. So if you'd like to have a look, that's where I am, and you can see some more pictures. Yeah, so that's my second thing I've made for myself. And the last two things I wanted to share with you are exactly the same thing that I made in 2 different colours. Again, if I find a pattern I like, I commit to it. So this is the toaster sweater from Sew House 7. I made my toaster sweater in a beautiful orange rusty colour first, which I just fell in love with, and then this lovely dusty purple colour. And both of these are made from Ponte de Romas, which I bought from Me Sunshine from wonderful Harriet, who we all know and love. And yeah, as per usual, they are really high quality. I know already they're going to wash extremely well, and they're going to last me for quite a few years. So that's really nice. You can just tell, particularly the pink one, actually the dusty pinky purple one, absolutely beautiful quality. I cannot recommend that one highly enough. If they haven't sold out yet, because I know she sells out of things incredibly quickly, I will leave a link down below, but again, it's if they haven't sold out yet. I will definitely link this pattern. The one change I made to this pattern is I shortened it because I'm quite short in the body, and I like my tops to sit quite high because I tend to wear my skirts quite high or my trousers quite high, and then my tops quite short. That's just my preference. But it's really easy to shorten. I kept the bands the same width and actually just shortened the actual bodice piece. So yeah, they actually turned out really nicely, and gosh, they are a really nice quick sew as well, I would say. So those are the things which I've made for myself. The last thing I wanted to share with you before I dash is some knitting. So I went to the knitting and stitching show, which was lovely. I went with my mum at Ali Pally, and it's always crazy there. It's just so big and so busy, but me and mum enjoy that, and we like having a rummage around, and you always find some little gems. And I actually bought some yarn. I'm trying to get into knitting this winter, and I know last winter, again, if you're watching my channel then, you will see that I tried to knit a red jumper, and the story behind that, guys, is I knit it and it didn't fit. So I was just slightly crestfallen, shall we say. I was a little bit disappointed with that. So I kind of put it off for a while, and then it was summer anyway, so I didn't need to be knitting anything. So I've decided, and if you watch my makes video, which I will film after this so it can go up as well, you will see my current knitting project is another jumper which I'm braving, but a very quick easy win was this little snood which I knit. So this yarn is called Alpine yarn, and the whole point of this is it's meant to knit up to look like faux fur, and I mean it doesn't look completely like faux fur, but I think it's pretty convincing, I have to say. It's not bad. So yeah, I knit up this, and it's very simple. I cast on 20 stitches. I think I used the recommended needles, I think it was 9mm. I could be wrong. I'll check, and if you buy the yarn you can see, and I'll leave a link to the yarn down below. But it's quite nice and cozy. It's super, super soft, and it's just a really quick, easy thing to stick around your head on the way out to work. And actually when it's very cold at work, I just wear it sat at my desk, because it's not like an actual scarf, which is like, you know, getting in your way. These little snoods, just, yeah, they're very discreet and small and quite nice and tidy. So I made this as well. And it was very quick, I would say, because that's one of the good things with knitting with chunky yarn, is it isn't, you know, it doesn't take forever. And I would say that one of the reasons I want to get into my knitting is I do find it very therapeutic. When I knit this, and this is what convinced me, I was like, God, I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, I just thought for winter that would be a really nice hobby for me to pick up, particularly in the evenings. Work is you know, always hard, as we all know. We get home, we're tired, so I don't always want to sew, but actually just knitting a few rows is really nice and calming and therapeutic for me. So very excited to see how that hobby progresses with time. So yeah, that's everything that I've been making in the last few months. I am loving this time of year. Find it very exciting. I do get fed up of winter in January, but in the run up to Christmas, we've got so many amazing things. We've got you know, bonfire night, Guy Fawkes, we've got Halloween, we've got just so many wonderful events and things going on, and the build up to Christmas. So I love it, and I'm really enjoying making woolly things. The last thing I would like to say today, so I have very excitingly been nominated, and this is very overwhelming. I was very surprised and excited, in the British, I think it's called the British Sewing Awards, or British Craft Awards 2019. So I've got it here, and that's why I'm looking at my phone. So yes, I found out that I've been nominated in the Best Sewing Blog category, which is just crazy and really exciting, and I did not expect it at all. So if you nominated me, thank you ever so much, because I was, yeah, absolutely over the moon. So excited. So if you would like to vote for my blog in the British Craft Awards, that would be amazing. I will leave a link down below if you would like to vote for me. Obviously if you don't want to, that's fine, but yeah, it would be really cool to get some votes. Of course, you're here, you're watching my channel, and I host all of my videos over on my blog, which, if you didn't know, I'll link down below. It's sewn by Rosa.blogspot.com, and it's a blog which I've had for I think about 6 years perhaps, ever since I really started getting into my sewing. So there's some very old projects on there, but more recently I host all my videos as well, so that's very cool. So thank you very much if you nominated me, or if you voted for me, or yeah, if you just watch my videos, because it's very nice. So yeah, that's everything for today, guys. I do hope you have a wonderful week. Leave a message down below, let me know what you've been working on, and we can catch up. And yeah, have a really great week. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.